Hello and welcome to an exhibition match for the MultiVersus closed alpha. We're going to be watching from Qeuw's point of view. Qeuw is going to be playing as Harley Quinn with their teammate DoyRoi rocking the Arya Stark. Meanwhile, going to be facing off against the pink team here. GluntBunkins playing as Velma with KingDank as Tom and Jerry. Now right out the gate you saw the perks that were being used there. You're going to see a lot of triple jump being used by both teams to give them some more resources, whether that's going to be used to recover or try to like extend combos up into the air. I know Harley gets a lot of mileage out of that, being able to extend her up special up near the top, as well as having just those fire debuff projectiles are going to be really good for both teams. A lot of projectile usage coming out from Harley Quinn, but especially the Tom and Jerry and Velma team. That's just going to be like the backliner team extraordinaire. So here we go, starting into the match. Gonna see a lot of the KingDank with a really strong start. You saw him going there for the aggression, trying to get some more combo damage here from DoyRoi. This seems to be a lot of just trying to like split up the opponents, right? You want to create like these 2v1 situations that seem to be happening a lot here. You saw the second Velma saw themselves in a little bit of trouble, opted to just try to run away as fast as possible. GluntBunkins is going to give himself a little bit more range here from just a backline type of game, trying to go for a little bit of the projectiles from behind. That allows her to be able to like shoot her opponents, which allows them to take a lot of like debuff damage. But holy smokes, up specials for days. Qeuw's on a tear here, trying to get a lot of these kills off the top. Harley Quinn's so good at getting these kills off the top of the screen. The up special, the batter up, is such a good kill confirm. Okay, DoyRoi running into it, just trying to split them up. You know, this enemy team definitely just wants to chill back for a little bit and doesn't want anyone like breaking into the line of defense. But we're seeing a lot of spike action off to the top. That's going to be Qeuw going down without a fight. 137 damage. That was actually a follow-up coming out from Arya, which would have allowed her to be able to try to get another. Oh my god, 2 kills back to back. DoyRoi is on fire here. One game point for purple team here. All they gotta do is just kind of, take it easy, chill back, breathe, and see how much more damage can get going. But all that, holy smokes, it's already 70 damage, 119 out the gate. Even though the score's saying it's in purple's team, could easily take a turn for the worse for purple team. Pink trying to get these kills. They're both at very low percents. Both Velma and the KingDank at like sub 30 damage. This is totally doable. 109% going to go for the dash cancel to get back onto the stage. DoyRoi looking for the spike kill, gets it on Velma before they can lose any sort of damage, any sort of kill. And they're going to take that win, both sitting at a pretty high damage count. I mean, you saw the 148 damage. Still trying to survive. Let's look at the results here. Pretty even from both sides. Got 245, 221 from both the winning teams, evening up those KOs as well. Now, this is totally doable for pink team to bring this back in this first to 2, right? There's a lot more they can bring to the table here. That was, for all intents and purposes, a really close match. Score says 4 KOs to 2, but you saw how high those numbers were. I think DoyRoi was doing an incredible job of just like separating the opponent's team, because with a team like Tom and Jerry and Velma, they both thrive off of just kind of like being in the back lines. They both thrive off of kind of like being together to shoot off both of the projectiles together to like, just kind of annoy the opponent. So it's up to both Qeuw and DoyRoi to try to like run in there, diffuse the situation, try to separate them. And once they're scattered and they turns into like some scramble situations, these are the type of characters that are going to be able to come out on top. Speaking of which, we got Arya over here, which, this is a character a lot of people were talking about that may have fallen off in favor since the technical test number 2 a couple months back, but Arya has been nerfed and she's still good. She's still got a tons of crazy conversions. Just being able to like throw her dagger at her opponent, being able to like just zoom in onto where the dagger is located, get some more vertical damage, kill them off to the top. Very easy way to get some low damage kills. Okay, so we're gonna jump into game number 2 here. Let's see if the pink team, GluntBunkins and the KingDank, can try to bring something more to the table here in this next game, in this race to 2. And now we're going to Scooby's Mansion. This is going to be a different type of stage than we saw previously, right? So there's a lot of like walls and ceilings that allow you to be able to extend how much damage you're going to do to your opponent, because you get a lot of damage off of just being able to wall combo. Purple team already off to a great start, just destroying those walls immediately, pushing them off to the side. Now we're kind of going into like a little scramble situation. You see pink team trying to chill back, you know, throwing out the projectiles, abusing the fire debuffs coming out just to rake up those damage more and more. A little bit of gray, good, gets that down air, gets him off the top. It's going to be the first kill going in pink's favor. Now you see both purple team trying to scramble to get that KingDank kill, but he ends up just finding his way. That's the Arya Star combo I was talking about. You throw the dagger at him, follow it up, another up air, about pawn spawning. Everyone is dying to the center of the stage, all the way up to the top, just getting the up airs to up specials all the way to the blast zone. All right, KingDank trying to get something started here with Jerry, but Tom and Jerry also has the ability to just kind of like go for some close quarters combat. Is no stranger to that. Has a very powerful down air, powerful up air. Now just trying to, you know, just create some distance, but DoyRoi is just not letting him have it. And oh, this could be a big situation for Qeuw on the left side. Oh, man, just be able to have KingDank just sneak on through. Another up special. Good air dash cancel. GluntBunkins was in a desperate situation trying to avoid that potential kill. Still surviving, trying to, like, you know, you see purple team just kind of forcing pink to move back and forth. And in that weird situation, we see Qeuw losing a point. And now all of a sudden, we see the kind of the same situation that we saw last time, right? All they need is 2 kills to be able to bring this back. And both pink team players are at high damage counts, 130, 132. And, you know, they're looking for it. They're fiending for it. The center's not where they want to be. You can easily die to the center of the stage. Speaking of Tom and Jerry trying to get that up air against Qeuw, not going to be able to have it. See a lot of combo damage going against DoyRoi off stage, 140%, running out of resources. And you see KingDank just run out there, get the down air, garbage dumpster him into the blast zone. That's going to be a pink team, GluntBunkins and TheKingDank, bringing home game number 2. We got ourselves a final round here. Now, Scooby's Mansion's one of those stages that players tend to scramble a lot on, right? You've got the walls, you got the ceilings, and whenever you get hit by something, you're going to be flying into like the walls, the ceilings, the ground, adding on a ton of wall damage on top of that. But something we actually did not see too much in that last game was the operation of the floor coming down, right? There's actually a potential chance where the floor could fall away and you could fall into the blast zone down there as long as someone hits the crank up in the top right or the top left of the screen. However, we did not see such a thing, so okay. Jumping into game 3 here. Not going to be changing too many of our perks, but we do have a character swap. Qeuw swapping over to Velma instead, realizing that, hey, you know what? We don't really have a support on our team. What happens if I play support? What happens if I bring the Siren? I bring the long range attacks, because that's what Velma's going to thrive in, right? Just chilling back, throwing out word bubbles, trying to like throw out that megaphone move is one of the most powerful moves. Like, and honestly, if you're a Velma main, you should be using that off cooldown the second it's there. It is such a powerful move. As we saw at the beginning of this match, both Velmas just going for it. Gonna go to the Adventure Times Tree Fort to start off this number of game. Good evasion. Oh, not a good enough. Both down airs from pink team. That's gonna be 2 stocks already gone within the first like 20 seconds of the game. Now we're seeing DoyRoi get a little bit of verticality combos here up to the top of the screen. Not gonna be able to get too much off of that. This is one of those stages that has a super high ceiling, which is actually probably one of the reasons why Qeuw opted to go over to Velma instead. Harley Quinn thrives so hard off of getting verticality kills that on a stage like this, you know, it's not gonna happen as much. See KingDank's Tom and Jerry trying to just spam that down air on the edge of the stage, hoping that the opponent was gonna like run in a little bit quick. Velma going for the mega dash, trying to go. I'm not even sure what just happened to the KingDank, but they just kind of fell to the blast zone. And now all of a sudden, DoyRoi racking on a bit-by-bit damage. Good evasive maneuvers from GluntBunkins' Velma, trying to just get back on the stage. Gets spiked by the other Velma. Qeuw coming in clutch as we're going to continue on with this game. 2 points apiece. We're seeing a lot from purple team not find themselves in a bad situation. That's 1 more stock on top of it. Cops coming out. It actually was Mr. Jenkins the whole time. It's going to add on a ton of damage to GluntBunkins. And that's probably going to be the target for the purple team, right? Like 66 damage here on the right side. Trying to pull out the megaphone. War bubbles coming out a lot. Seeing some forward air action from DoyRoi. That spike from Tom and Jerry, you know, very powerful because you just get a lot of mileage off of it going bouncing off the ground. But that low percent on this stage is not going to really do too much. Couldn't get any conversions off of it. Catches him landing right in front of him. Connects up air. I like using the megaphone just kind of like stall off the edge of the stage too from Qeuw, but unfortunately going to fall off one more time. Whoever gets this next stock is going to be the victor of this set. 122 damage on DoyRoi, and he's going to fall off into oblivion. GluntBunkins and the KingDank are your winners here. Pink team, Robinkin, the Velma, and the Tom and Jerry. Supporting a mage. Who would have thunk?